our soul. Ooh, we'll watch it fall. Now you come to walk on. Come on, set your light through. Just set your light through before we're only whispers in the
Will you follow me when the sky starts to change? Yeah, we won't be afraid. We'll never be the same again.
Yeah, we won't be afraid. We'll never be the take the fall, and in your mind the clouds have been gathering. You may feel hopeless, but I'll never let you go. Fly through the stratosphere and then I'll rip and screaming from your soul. Oh, we'll watch it fall. Now your clouds are all gone. Come and set your light through. Just set your light through before we're only whispers in the wind. Today may be the last time I get to say your life's had meaning and you mattered most. The way you hold me like I am your everything has burned inside me, so we'll never be apart. Fly through the stratosphere and then I'll rip and screaming from your soul. Oh, we'll watch it fall. Now your clouds are all gone. Come and set your light through. Just set your light through before we're only whispers in the wind.
Happy Friday to everyone out there. Yeah, that's right. You thought you could get rid of me? Nay, I will never leave your television screens or your phone screens or your iPad screens, your PS5 screens, your Xbox screens, hell, even maybe your Switch and Switch 2 screens. I will never leave you alone. For you see, it is a Friday night. We've had a 2-hour SmackDown. Thank the bejeebus that we're back to 2 hours and all that. But yes, welcome everyone to the Weebs of the Ring podcast. I see that we have some returning listeners, returning viewers in the chat right now. Give us a good old thumbs up right now in the chat. But of course, if you're new around these parts, it's all good. It's fine. Just come on in, take a seat, take a load off, and learn just who we are. For you see, we have thoughts of wrestling out of control. We've got anime in our soul, and we love the entertainment of professional wrestling. So allow us to be the voices inside of your head as we go through the wrestling events of the evening, give our thoughts and predictions on what's to come, and provide an experience inclusive to all nerds out there. So grab your steel chair, yell for the table, and get put through an experience unlike any other. We, of course, are brought to you by Anima Wii Studio, and this is the Weebs of the Ring podcast. I, of course, am one of your lovely co-hosts tonight, your reigning, defending, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Watkins here, helping to guide us through the evening of the wrestling, of the graps, of the drama, of the besties giving their little heart emojis together in all of our goodness and all that. But of course, never alone in this endeavor, for you see, there's a lovely gentleman to my left here. He is a very positive man on this show. No matter what may happen, no matter what may seem to go down, he is lucky that he did not survive the 2019 WWE product, because, oh boy, Positive Vash would not be here today doing this podcast. But of course, he is a revolutionary. He is a visionary, and he is the one that will steal your women right from under your nose, right in front of you, just as fast as Superman saved that squirrel. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Legend D Vash. Vash, how you doing tonight?
It's your boy, the legendary human typhoon, Legend D Vash. As he said, your visionary. and it's good to be here. Interesting past week. We left off this past weekend from Saturday Night Main Event. We still don't know confirmation of what's going on. We're still maybe on Plan B. Supposedly, I've been telling that Paul Heyman that we're still on Plan B. We have the backup. SummerSlam is approaching. It is a street fight. Who knows what everything could come into an end? Maybe a Money in the Bank cash in on that street fight. Many opportunities could be coming forward, but who knows? As a visionary, you could think that far ahead, on the possibilities are endless. So it's great to be talking about this Friday Night SmackDown show, because like Rocket said, we have a 2-hour show. Would it actually be entertaining as a 3-hour show? Like I was telling my boy in chat, Memory NK, I just prefer a 3-hour show, because at least if they're gonna milk the product, at least it's being thought out, and at least it's being more fleshed out with a bit of promo for some superstars. When you have a 2-hour product, we're not getting a 2-hour product. We're getting an hour and 25, an hour and 20 minutes. But then when it comes to a 3-hour, at least we're getting 210 on a good time. So it's just, you gotta pick your poison. Which one do you want more out of it? And it's gonna be interesting conversations, because the past 6 months we had a 3-hour product. Now the next 6 months so far that we know, we're gonna jump in a 2-hour product. So we just gotta see which one foretells, because I can't wait to speak the week to week product of how it goes.
See, at least with a 2-hour product, you could be a little bit more focused, rather than with a 3-hour product. They always go into this little what's the word I'm looking for? This formula, if you will, of their 3-hour product, where it's like, oh, let's start the night off with this promo segment, and that's gonna set up the main event tag match that we're gonna be getting. It's like, okay, fine, cool, neat. And like, there's a lot of times where they just kind of trudge along with a lot of stories, or they'll show like a bunch of recaps from Raw or something. That
literally happened. So I was on our Discord community, so anybody wants to join, go just check down below in the description. And on our team member /Fred Memory NK was watching with us like he does now here and then, which I'm very happy that I'm getting him. He remembered when Stephanie Vaquer appeared on screen, like, oh, isn't she the girl that got brought up from NXT? I'm like, yeah, my boy, he's remembering the little small things. So it's like, yeah, I'm getting him. He a big shout. He even looked up for the tickets by his near him for Cleveland for next week. He's like, yo, maybe I'm debating. I was like, yo, just to know
why he's going. You know why he's considering going, right?
Because he might see Logan Paul.
Exactly. And well, I would say Logan Paul will get his shit kicked in, but they've kind of been on the up and up.
I'm about to say, hey chat, if anybody didn't see, Logan Paul got his shit wrecked on the Daily Show. I believe it was the Daily Show?
Jimmy Kimmel
show. It was Jimmy Kimmel. Look, we did give him shit a bit. Not him as a person, but the booking aspect of Jelly Roll and Randy versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. We were questioning the booking, but it was just funny just watching the segment on the recap on SmackDown, because I haven't watched it yet, chat. So watching the segment on SmackDown, it was funny because I forgot about it. Drop show memory, and then I'm like, oh, so this is what happened. And then just seeing the pushing and then seeing the hit, but the hit's not happening here, is what happening here. Like, and then the other one, and then we just see them going back against the wall. I'm like, they planned this, but it's so hilarious when you know the product, how it goes. And then see Jelly Roll actually choke slam Logan Paul. Like, damn, they're really making Jelly Roll look like on top. Like, oh shit. And it's just funny how Logan Paul literally posts a clip of him telling Io Sky, yeah, we got to take the people out of our industry. I'm like, my God, that was you 3 years ago or 4. What you talking about?
Yeah, well, like, that's the thing. It's like, I like what they're doing with Logan Paul being like this hypocritical dude. It's just like, man, people are saying the same shit about you. Like, yeah, you're great in the ring, but at the same time, you're a fucking YouTuber who, has a lot of controversy beyond just the Japan stuff, which if you know, you know. But I mean, yeah, I like what they're doing with that right now, because it is what it is with the whole celebrity thing. I mean, celebrities have been involved with wrestling since the Stone Ages. You
Yeah.
know, they've always been a part of it. So just people who are bitching and moaning about it, just shut up. At least now the celebrities are actually trying.
Yeah, they put effort.
Jelly Roll's been, he's been in the Performance Center, like putting in work. Apparently, it's like, all right, yeah, go you, which is apparently a lot more than they could say about Travis Scott, because apparently he was half-assing it. And they're just like, you can't be half-assing this. Like,
Nope.
Any wrong move you make is detrimental to your opponent and could severely injure them. If not, in some cases, yes. And yes, some cases, kill them.
Yeah.
Like, there have been some moments where people have died in the ring. It's very few and far between, but even still, there's been cases of people, like, having legitimately, like, horrible injuries to them. Look up Sid Vicious from WCW. All he did was jump off like the second rope, and like his leg just like goes from this.
Oh, I
to
remember.
this.
Yeah, it just hit me. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
I know you've seen that
Yeah.
going around. I know you have.
But to bring it back as well, involving Logan Paul and the celebrities, I love how Memory said in the comments saying Logan Paul had me dying when he was like, yeah, I just don't want to be here in LA either. Logan Paul, as much as he you could hate him or love him, he knows how to work the crowd. He knows how to work the area. He knows how to speak to the people around him and have them booing, have them hating him, having him loving him, whichever. But that's the fun of it, and that's the best part.
Exactly.
And like
I like his
no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I like his character, but a lot like Gabby from Attack on Titan. Yeah, you're a great character, but fuck you.
Exactly,
You know
and that's
what you did.
and that's what makes the part amazing to see. Like when he comes out, he knows how to work and hate LA. And but to follow what we were bringing up, so I was telling Memory during the Discord saying that, hey, I really hate that they literally do all these commercials and everything. And I saw him that how they don't do picture to picture, because he questioned that, like, yo, why do they do like still showing the match or still showing something, but then showing the ad and everything? I'm like, yo, they do that so sporadically throughout the years and months that they just do that once in a blue, and they stopped doing that since.
They haven't done it in a long time.
They haven't done it since January or December. Like right after the move to Netflix, they stopped.
I was just gonna say it was because of the move to Netflix. Because like when you watch internationally with VPNs and all that, they play the match throughout that little ad break and all that. So yeah, it's definitely a Netflix thing. I think,
honestly,
picture in picture.
I wish it succeeded. I'd rather have had the WWE Network. I paid for it when it first came out. You could see everything behind, and I felt like the product was always going, and it just felt good. I don't know how it went for the rest because I wasn't there. Like I told everyone, I was reminded that I took a little gap in my pro wrestling. But the final thing that leading up to, the most hilarious thing is when Memory we were watching commercials. Oh, so this was during the segment of Fatu and Solo, right? This was when Adam Pearce came out. Adam Pearce told them street fight. Then all that happened, right? Then commercial happened, and then we got back from commercial. They were recapping of what just happened by telling the audience again. And the funniest shit is what Memory said, why the fuck are they recapping what just happened minutes ago before the commercial? Now they're showing another commercial about what just happened within the recap. Like, yeah, you see my frustration? Where that's why I don't like Star SmackDown, because I feel like they're just wasting or killing time off a 2-hour product that's not feeling fucking 2-hour product. So yeah, the chat, that's my personal rant of a 2-hour product, and personal rant of having somebody who don't watch the product understand the frustration in such a short time.
And see, that's what they were doing so much with the 3-hour product. There were so many recaps, not just from what you just saw,
but watching from
things
Raw.
on Raw. And it's just like, why do I want to see the recaps from Raw? If I want to see the recap from Raw, I'll go on freaking YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll go to YouTube.
Or
those highlights.
They're promoting what's happening on Raw this Monday.
Exactly. It's just like, leave the Raw stuff on Raw, leave the SmackDown stuff on SmackDown, and we'll both coexist separately. And yes, I know what I just said was probably counterproductive. I don't give a shit. Never mind. That gets into a whole other tangent that I don't want to get into quite yet because we haven't had a freaking draft yet, which we'll get into that whenever that
But
happens.
the last comment about this is literally what chat said. It's like, you shouldn't need a reminder of something that just happened 5 to 10 minutes ago. Even Drop said, yeah, those recaps are a bit too much, and this is coming from an outside perspective. And if you miss it, that's on you. We're in the day and age that Triple H has said that we are a continuous product. If that's the case, so if somebody missed something, guess what? If they're watching on Netflix, if they're watching on a streaming, or if they're watching the VOD, they could just go back 5-10 minutes ago if they miss it. It's an easy back button.
My thing is, social media exists.
That too,
They
man.
know it exists. They have it. Everybody has it. And if you don't, you're a liar. Like, I dare... No, you have social media. Whether you say you don't or you do, you do. No matter what. But, you know, we were talking about moving forward. Let's go ahead and just move forward now. Because, like, our big highlight story here is kind of about our WWE title. Like, to me, there's one other thing that happened tonight that probably got me the most excited. Everything else was fine.
Yeah.
But, like, there were two things that got me at least excited for SummerSlam. The first one being this WWE title match that we're getting between John Cena and Cody Rhodes. Finally, we're getting this rematch from WrestleMania. The document's been signed reluctantly from one party that we'll get into here, but another face-to-face with these two. They're going to be signing the contract for SummerSlam, making the match official. And who better to reside over a contract signing to make something official than the official man himself, officially the Raw general manager, substituting for Nick Aldis for being out this week. Good old Adam Pearce. He's going to be here to make everything official. And he made a few matches official tonight. And yes, I'm going to keep saying official because that is his little thing. But yeah, so Cody comes out and he kind of talks a little bit about how he didn't flinch against anyone this year, like Jey Uso, his mentor Randy Orton. But like the only person he did was John Cena, and he's looking to not flinch anymore. He's going to be bringing the fight to John, and John better be prepared. And as John comes out, he goes to the ring, and he's just like, yeah, not going to be at SummerSlam, everybody. I have this movie with Netflix. You know, I've been feeling very physically and emotionally tired. Like, you know, I just got done doing nothing for the past 2 weeks. I don't know what he's actually been doing, but you know, whatever. That's besides the point. He hasn't been here on the product to get his dates out of the way. You know, if he was very serious about getting those dates out of the way, he would show up every single day for a whole month and be like, all right, yep, done, see you, bye.
Yep.
But that's just breaking kayfabe and all that, and breaking the story, and all that. But you know, again, he's got movies. He's exhausted. He wants time off. And he starts walking away, but that's when Cody goes and attacks him, just absolutely batters him too. So it's, you know, it's not the first time we've seen that happen to John this whole year. Gets put through a table from a splash by Cody. Cody forces John to sign the contract with his big old hand on the pen, and we find out that this match is going to be a street fight at SummerSlam. Very cool that we're getting a stipulation for this. I think the rematch definitely needs it to make it feel a little bit more fresh and to kind of hide a little bit of John Cena's what he's lacking in some matches right now. And plus, like, now there's no excuse. There's no excuse for cheating, because there really is no cheating now. There's no excuse for Cody if he loses. No excuse for John if he loses. Just no excuses at all. This match should really be called just a no excuses match. after what these two might be going through. But Vash, want to hear from you. What do you think of this little segment? The fact that we're getting a street fight now. How does this excite you for SummerSlam coming up?
Two things. One, you forgot to mention one thing that Cody said in the beginning. That the tweet. I'm glad that he actually spoke about the outside universe of the WWE, meaning the social media aspect. Because he said, hey chat, hey audience, hey fans, I appreciate you guys supporting me. Thank you for being along with me on the ride. Just continue with it. That's all. And people read into it. Mad people are like, say, yo, is he turning heel? Is he turning heel? Is he turning heel? Yo, everyone thought Homelander time. Homelander, I'm like, there's nothing wrong with just saying thank you to your fans. I don't see that.
I mean, Code Lander's coming.
Yeah,
you
about to say,
you better get ready for Code Lander.
like, is it obvious?
Eventually.
Has he been teasing it for the past couple months? Yes. Am I expecting it? Yes, but I'd just rather just wait until it happens before just this man just writes a tweet so vague and like so fucking vague and be like, yeah guys, it's Cold War time. Y'all about to see me do some Homelander shit in SummerSlam. Could be. But the most funniest thing is when this man, John Cena, said, yeah, I can't physically write my name on the fucking contract. Once this man said that 5 times, I think I counted. It was either 4 or 5 times. He kept saying, like, I can't physically, I feel emotional. I can't physically, I can't feel emotional. And I'm like, this man is about to be thrown to a table or hit by the crossroads, and then like his hand is gonna be right in there for him. And then he didn't really physically write it, but he did physically, body wise did. And I'm like, yep, that's gonna happen. By the time it happened, I'm like, yeah, because when he come out the ring, and I'm like, come on, Cody, just get up. And he actually got him aggressively. I was not scared, but I was like, wait a minute. When John threw him to the steel steps, I'm like, is Cody about to take the L? Like, is he about to get the hand over? But once he got the belt, once the belt got hit to John, I'm like, Homelander vibes. Because commentary literally said it, that we haven't seen the side of Cody taking out or using abuse power. But like, doing underhand tricks. The bell or, hitting the balls type of stuff. Or the eyes. Like, those little underhand tricks that the ref won't see or count. So for him to actually do that to John, I'm like, oh shit! And then he got him on the table, and then he signed it. Really good setup, and I love it. There was street fight, and I knew, yo, Watkins, I knew it was a setup because he brought the contract himself. Once this man literally brought the contract with himself, I'm like, it's a trap. It's a trap.
Yep.
Because
it's a trap.
It's a trap!
Friggin' General Manager Akbar comes
What's
out
funny?
there, he's like, it's a trap!
He came down in the Moody bar. I was so hesitant of grabbing him. I was like,
my God. Why didn't you grab him?
I did it. I was hesitant. I was like, I want to.
Look, sometimes you just gotta use it. You just gotta use the grab and just be like, you know what? Nah, I'm getting that. Sometimes you just gotta do that, man.
But I told myself that if nobody grabs it from person of theirs, I will grab. He couldn't see him. I would be grabbing from the brand account. I would be grabbing the memes or mascot of companies, like for example Tiger, the guy from Discord. But for anybody that isn't in the community, join the community and let's have some chaos in the Moody Bar, friendly fire and everything. But I just love how it was all set up when Cody literally grabbed the contract himself into the ring. I'm like, Adam Pearce, aren't you the manager that's supposed to hold the contract and actually tell people like, hey, you sign this, you do this? No? Okay, that means it's going to be a stipulation, which smart choice. I like Street Fight, but like Watkins said in the Discord of the SmackDown, I learned in red notification, a lot of shenanigans will happen. This is a good opportunity. I'm like, yeah, not wrong. Yep. That's 100% that will happen.
The only thing I hope that doesn't happen is a million run-ins. Like I don't mind like 1 or 2, but don't do like a million because that's starting to get overplayed a little bit.
Remember, he said it's cinema. Triple H has said it's cinema.
You could do more cinema things than having a million people come out. Because like I'm sorry, like because last year we had 2 Bloodline rules matches where, I mean, that's basically what that means is, after like 20 minutes 5 people are gonna run out and then the 6th person's gonna be the deciding factor. It's like you got that, you had because you had that with Roman, then you had that again just last year with Solo, and then what was it? You had it basically had it at WrestleMania too with Travis Scott
again this year, but Travis Scott didn't do much.
Well, like in a lot of main events, you get a lot of run-ins and all that.
Last weekend I said a main event.
Well, that's what I was gonna get at. It's just like you had Saturday night's main event happening and all that, and even in the other company in AEW, freaking All In happened. You had the Death Riders coming in. You had Bryan Danielson.
Well, that one was obvious because we knew they're gonna try to replicate what WrestleMania has done. So that one we were kind of like, we expected already. So right now we're hoping We don't want too much shenanigan. Like, hey, have a shenanigan of square or third power. Don't give me shenanigans like of the 7 or 9th power. And I'm like, okay, you're doing too much.
Exactly. Yeah, because like it just gets into that law of diminishing returns, where it's just like, okay, you're doing this, and like, yeah, I'm hyped for it because hell, I'm seeing the fucking Undertaker at WrestleMania again. That's great, that's awesome. But like, when you start doing it a little too much and a little too often, it's like, all right, can we hold it, please? Can we like stop with it? But again, like one or two run-ins, fine, cool, whatever. It's just when we start getting the Avengers army again, it's like, come on. I'm expecting some very, very brutal spots in this. I don't know what yet, but they're gonna do something fun here, I think.
It'll be very exciting for it. I don't have any what's the word? Expectations. I don't have any speculations on what the event could hold so far for shenanigans. Like, I don't know the setup yet. I would say Randy Orton or KO or something, AJ, but they already had their opportunities or something like that. I would love to see like AJ and John Cena. Maybe AJ, if he loses for the IC title, he might switch it up. Who knows? So it's kind of hard to say. I don't really have any thoughts yet. Like, maybe by the time we do the SummerSlam on July 30th, if I remember from the top of my head, our speculation video. Yeah. Oh no, I was wrong. July 31st. I forgot there's a 31st, guys. So on July 31st, we're doing our speculation for SummerSlam. I know by then we will have a better idea of what could be happening by the next 2 weeks. So I will have a better, like, hey, maybe The Rock, or maybe this other person, or maybe Bad Bunny will come, or who the fuck knows.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat here, because like this segment, it did a few things good, but it was just a setup. Not too much other, not too much from what we've already kind of said. So I think we'll probably get more next week, or probably the week after, if I'm being honest, because now that we're back to 2 hours, we're going to be doing more of that Triple H booking, where it's like, all right, we'll have some people on this show, the others will have like a promo video or something, where then we go to the next week. The people who had the promo video are now on the show, and some of the people that had like the bigger segments are off of it with like a video segment. So like, I could see, for example, next week we'll probably have Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill actually on the show, whereas like Solo and Jacob Fatu are probably going to just be doing like either a backstage segment or like a pre-taped recording of a promo or something. So that, again, that's just the nature of Triple H's booking with 2-hour shows. I mean, again, like Vash was saying, there is a lot to speculate on, but I think we need a little bit more with this current storyline with John and Cody going forward. I know we don't have the build that we did for WrestleMania, but at least when it comes to like longevity, with only 2 weeks of build now left,
we just have to rely on Cody. Like chat. Also, chime in. Let us know if you have any speculation, if you have any thoughts, because we'd love to hear your thoughts. As always, in each segment, we can always remind to let us know some thoughts. But where can we go? Is Cody's going to be leading the charge in this feud, as he does in as any other superstar does when they verse John Cena right now in the past couple months. So Cody's good in the heel work. I mean, the heel work in the promo work. So I'm not worried. It's just that how much can you do in 2 more episodes of SmackDown before you lead up to the actual show?
Yeah. Yep. You got 2 weeks. Build it. Make it come. Make us go to your event. That's all we'll say. So, as we're building towards SummerSlam, we're getting a lot of matches just added with each show, which is good, because they have 2 nights to freaking fill and all that. I haven't even written down like what matches we have announced already, which we'll take the time at a later date to kind of have that as the rundown and all that. But we did get a couple matches made tonight. Our first one being for the women's tag team title scene, because hey, the tag team champions, they need some opponents and all that. And out of the 3 teams they faced at Evolution, there are 2 teams that they technically didn't pin. But hey, one of them lost this past week. Well, what about the other ones? Do they get a shot? They might get a shot. How do they earn their shot? Well, that's because she's Charlotte Flair. That's basically it. Like, even she told her tag team partner that, hey, I got this because I'm Charlotte Flair. And if you haven't guessed yet, that's right. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss will be challenging the Judgment Day in Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez for the women's tag team titles. I'm going to start with this. Let's start our conversation because, like, the match itself was whatever. I mean, Charlotte did win the match. I will say, with the match between her and Raquel tonight, Raquel continues to look better.
Yes.
She definitely took those notes from Kevin Nash to work more big than small, which mainly for those that may not know, that's mainly just like working more as a big person rather than trying to do all these flippy doos and all that. It's just like, yeah, that's cool and all that, but do some big boots, do some clotheslines, do some like more choke slammy type things, like be the big person. And Raquel's been doing a great job so far with that. But, you know, the match is fine. Again, ends with, like, both sides trying to interfere, but Alexa kind of getting the upper hand because, you know, she's Alexa. She's the Harley Quinn to Charlotte's Wonder Woman and all that, which is a great dynamic to have, I think. Like, having, like, just those two characters like that. Because they play off of each other so well. But, yeah, Vash, what do you think of, like, us getting this tag team match official for SummerSlam? The fact that they got it because, hey, she's still Charlotte Flair, even if she's with a team and all that. And just this team up with Charlotte and Alexa, I was hoping like this would continue to SummerSlam. So I'm happy that it is. But like, yeah, I mean, I guess this also kind of goes into like early speculations you might have for them maybe winning or losing and falling out and all that. Talk to me. What do you think about everything like getting announced to me?
You know the funniest thing? I know that we're gonna. Did you see his tweet of the rumor of what he said? The said person that should not be named.
Oh, Meltsy boy.
Yeah, what he said, we're gonna have Alexa versus Charlotte at SummerSlam, and then tonight at SmackDown, what got announced? You were like, I love how people be like receipts. You sure, my guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is just one of those things when it comes to like the dirt sheets and all that, because like there was another account, like another one that like leaked stuff like that said, Cody and John were going to be starting the night, and the tag team #1 contenders match was going to be the main event. Which, I mean, technically it was like the main event match, but it wasn't the main event segment. And John and Cody ended up ending the night. They didn't start the night with their contract signing.
Yeah, so, because that was switched. Because I thought they were gonna start the show itself and then end the night itself with the main event of the Fatal 4-Way. But as we know, that didn't happen. I thought I was gonna get a banger, Fatal 4-Ways. It was still a good match, chat, but we'll talk about that when the time comes.
Yeah.
But overall, with this match itself, for anybody that go on Twitter or social media, because I'm still calling it Twitter, there was a little segment of like Alexa and Charlotte saying that, hey, I got us a tag team match at SummerSlam. People saying, are you guys still friends? I love them. Like, truly, she's been enjoying it. She's been happy. Like, her just walking around. Like, even when she got in the ring, her entrance, she went to the front, she went to the back. People was, like, rooting for her. Even she was smiling, like a genuine smile. Like, even the picture we got behind us, just them two just doing the bestie heart. Like, it seems very wholesome. And I 100% with Watkins. Raquel, girl, I was locked in watching you perform. You was doing good. You was using that strength. You did the roll-up and the pickup, and it felt more natural that you was using the upper body that you are. And I'm loving that it's actually putting the work. I forgot, like, I saw somebody online saying, why do we have Raquel and Charlotte on a match? And I'm like, why not? They've been trying to push the tag team division, and they're trying to push Raquel as a superstar. They literally had her in Rhea in a match where Raquel got pushed well. Raquel's doing good against Charlotte. I would have been fine if Raquel took a pin on Charlotte because it would have been great for her character, great for her as a superstar. Overall, just seeing her do this well, man, as a fan for Raquel, congrats to that. But obviously, the Charlotte would have got a W because they're going to go to SummerSlam. And who I think will win, I will be not the betting odds. I would not be too shocked if Charlotte and Alexa wins. I would not be too shocked.
Oh yeah, no, I am fully team Charlexa here. Like, I want them to succeed. I want them to be a team for the longest time. Honestly, if they're able to like write this in a good what's the word I'm looking for? I'm blanking on the word right now. Like, if they were able to write this in a very nuanced way, they could let this go all the way to freaking WrestleMania, where we get that singles match. I don't know if it will or not. It might go to like maybe Rumble or maybe earlier like Survivor Series or something. But like, I really like these two for what we've been saying, because like Charlotte kind of feels revitalized since doing this program with Alexa. Like, when she started like focusing on it since Alexa returned, because like that's the thing, when Alexa returned, she was doing like a little bit here and there towards Charlotte, but like nothing of note or significance. And then just recently, like in the past like month and a half or so, you know, they've been interacting more. They've teamed now together. They saved each other a bit in that fatal 4-way match at Evolution, and now like it seems like Charlotte's on board, because like Alexa didn't even know that she went to Adam Pearce to get this match. She was just like, wait, you got us a tag team match? Because like she was full on ready to just like say goodbye and be like, all right, well, you know, team up didn't work, we're just gonna go our separate ways. See you, Wonder Woman. I'm gonna go back to Mr. J and all that, like things like that. And I again, this is what I wanted after Evolution. I wanted them to continue this, because like you could really do something special with this, and it can still harken back to that whole concept, that idea that Alexa brought onto the table like years ago, when it was like, what is Charlotte without a title? And like right now, like they're both
we're seeing it
going for it.
And I know they spoke about it as a story. I know backstage in the writers' room, or Triple H or Alexa came up with this, or Charlotte, whoever that deserves the credit, they probably came up with like, okay, Charlotte, right now you're getting booed. Right now this is going on. What can we do for your character? What can we do? You lost the title for, you know, Tiffany. You didn't get the opportunity, but what could be next for you? I bet you they spoke and like, hey, Alexa, remember that conversation for a couple years ago when you used for me? And then I feel like it's just working smoothly and very, very coherent with one another. So I'm loving it. Like with Charlotte, understand this, fans and audience, if you ever watch our past videos in the past 6 months, understand this: we have never hated Charlotte as a person, as a real person, as the character. No, we just hated how she was booked when she deserved better, and when she could actually be better as a superstar.
Yeah. And I know for me, it was like, it was never out of a spot for hatred. It was just a more of, are you okay over there? Like, is your mind all right? Because like, yeah, there was some points in, especially her build with Tiffany Stratton, like I was legitimately worried about Charlotte. Like, are you okay? You know, and it just feels like, again, and I think I said this last week too, or yeah, I think it was last week. It feels like ever since she got that big post or that big thing in Sports Illustrated, I think it was, well, wherever she had posted that big, like, I don't know what they kept calling it either. Like,
I think the memoir or some article, like, yes, apologize with our words.
Like a diary,
a journal,
almost like a diary entry. Yeah. Just talking about her mindset from like the past few months, like ever since she just kind of got that off her chest, there's been something different with like her aura and all that. And I know that word gets thrown around like freaking plague anymore, but like you can really tell just from a person how they you know, carry themselves and all that in a setting like this. And because even if they outwardly look confident, they may not be confident. Again, look at the build with her and Tiffany, especially during that one SmackDown, which I know we had words about, when a certain 0 for 3 record came up for her. And it's just like, oh, you can really tell it rattled her. And I believe she even said, too.
Yeah, she did say
it did kind of rattle her. Yeah.
Yeah, because she, like, because I believe, please guys, apologize for the quotation, but I believe she said something between the lines that she didn't expect people to attack her as Charlotte. I forgot her real name, but she didn't expect to be attacked as her as a person, blank name, and to attack her personal life of her failure of her own marriages. And that's why she felt very hurt, because she never thought that would be brought up in attack without her permission or without actually being upfront. Like somebody history and being shown on a certain bloodline family was really showcased on tonight's show as well. So I can't wait for us to talk about that. So that's going to be an interesting conversation, because, you know, talking about real life being brought into the actual story, that was pretty interesting that I didn't expect.
I'm happy with how that one worked out. And again, I'm happy with this outcome with, you know, Charlotte and Alexa going for the tag titles. Yeah, go for it. And I hope they win too. I hope they go on a good reign, and I hope they drop it to an NXT team. Hell, I would love it. It would be so poetic if they lost it to Zarya and Sol Ruka. That would be good, I think. Like, because of the moment we had at Evolution where, like, Charlotte saved Alexa from that spear.
It was a good spear that happened, but if you're saying like passing the torch in a way, like the tag team and everything, I'm really curious to see how that goes, because the NXT Women's North American title is still on Sol Ruka, so I don't know how long they're gonna plan to continue pushing that, and the soon to break up for Zarya and Sol Ruka as well. So it really depends what's the next moves. But here's my prediction as well, chat. I'm gonna just say, Liv Morgan is showing up at SummerSlam if they lose the titles for Judgment Day, because for the past 3 years, Judgment Day has been a main event aspect when it comes to SummerSlam. 2 years ago, Liv and Dominic kiss, and they took things by the storm. We also had Liv and Rhea go for the title of each other. So a lot of things been going on over the time in SummerSlam involving Judgment Day. So I really can't wait to see how does that fall over again on this round without a few members able to show up. So I'm curious to see if Liv is going to show up. Is she ready? Is she able to do something, or just to still show face?
Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see with all that. Yeah, hopefully we get more next week. I know we're getting Alexa versus Roxanne next Friday, so that'll be a fun little match. Because, like, I like how we're doing this thing where it's like, okay, we're having, and I think I said this too last week when we had the Fatal 4-Way. I like how we're doing like this thing where it's like, okay, we're having the powerhouses of the team face off against each other, and then we're having like the speedsters of the team face off against each other. And yeah, again, I can't get over the chemistry, like the on-screen chemistry between Charlotte and Alexa. It's very reminiscent, at least for me. It kind of reminds me, or like gives me the similar vibes of The Bar back in like 2018, 2017.
Is that a show?
Around that time it was. No, it was a tag team of Sheamus and Cesaro.
Yes. I didn't recall that was their name, but I remember they were a tag team before.
Yeah, because like, well, their whole thing was like that, because they started feuding. Like the start of that tag team was they were part of like a best of 5 or a best of 7 series, and it ended in a draw. And so they were forced to be put into a tag team because, hey, they're so good against each other as opponents. Why not throw them in a team? And so, yeah, they ended up beating the New Day. Like, they broke the New Day's record for holding the tag team titles, at least at that point in time. And then they had this saying where they were just like, we don't just set the bar, we are the bar. And that's how they came up with their tag team names. They also did the fusion dance as part of their entrance. It was great.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Oh yeah, it was great. Like,
that's awesome. That's awesome.
It was so fun. But I kind of get the same vibes here with Charlotte and Alexa, because like these two, they're not the same kind of person. Again, like this is why I give like the whole Wonder Woman Harley Quinn aspect to it.
I see it. Because
it's like, yeah, because like you have like the scrappy, tinier lady who's kind of a human, if we're being honest, like at least in this comparison, like she's the human character who doesn't have powers, doesn't have like the super strength or like the Amazonian like features and all that, whereas you know you get Charlotte.
Well, what is it? Charlotte also another option for Supergirl?
Sure, but I'm sticking with Wonder Woman right now because I know more. I know just a tiny bit more about Wonder Woman than Supergirl.
Understood.
Plus, I'm sorry. After my adventures with Superman, Supergirl is forever and will forever be Android 18. So, thanks, My Adventures with Superman for that little reference. And I mean, dude, she got with Jimmy. She got with the Krillin of the series. And yes, Jimmy is the Krillin of the series. And that is a compliment to Jimmy.
100%. Huge recommendation to anybody. Sorry, comment. Go watch My Adventure with Superman from the DC Max,
and the movie,
HBO Max. Yes, go watch the movie. Go watch a review as well on the animated podcast that we recorded on episode 187 last week Wednesday.
Yep.
Well, not last week, this past week Wednesday. So go check that out. Other than that, Charlotte, definitely I see her as one of them. That's a good shout out to her, and definitely Alexa being the Harley Quinn. That's a good combo. I wonder if they are aware of this or if they are going to have a tag team name because they don't have one, as I recall. Unless it would be funny if they call themselves the Besties.
So commentary started calling them Friends of Convenience. So I don't know if they're going to stick with that kind of a name.
Friends of Convenience.
Yeah,
that ain't bad.
Like that's the thing. Yeah, because they're not friends, or no, they're allies of convenience. So it could be something like that. But it's like okay, that's fine, but it's a little long for my taste. But you know,
hey, sure,
whatever.
they're
the besties.
AIC.
Yeah, look, I'm just going with their ship name of Charlexa. We're gonna do that.
I'm just call them the Besties. That's why I'm gonna go with them. So we all have different names here for each of them. But what's next?
Oh man, well, hey, we're gonna stick with the tag team action here because we had a #1 contenders match for the WWE tag team titles. We had DIY taking on Motor City Machine Guns, taking on Fraxiom, and taking on the newly formed team of Andrade and Rey Fenix. So Andrade and Rey Fenix, they decided, hey, we're both good. And I think it was Wade Barrett that was like making this comparison too. So I'll be paraphrasing what he was kind of saying. He's just like, hey, we're both good. And we just kind of proved in a couple of tag team matches together, we're good together. So let's tag together. Let's see if we can win the tag titles. And I mean, man, so this Fatal 4-Way, I'll start with the Fatal 4-Way because like there was a couple of things outside of the Fatal 4-Way that kind of tie in with all this. So like with the Fatal 4-Way itself, this is basically a match of two halves. Like the first half, fine, whatever, cool. You're getting your tag team action. You're getting a few double teams here and there, a few blind tags because it's a Fatal 4-Way and all that. But this match, after like it was between like that second commercial break we got and a little bit before then, where the match like kicked it up into another gear, especially when we had like the teams doing like we had like 2 or 3 different other teams doing like the corner spots. Yeah, it was just really cool. And I mean, Rey Fenix,
yes, oh my god,
a freaking master in the ring.
His outfit is geared tonight remind me a lot of the outfit of the White Rangers. I like the White Ranger outfit, so like really cool. I wasn't here. I don't remember the last couple weeks have I been on SmackDown. I know a lot of things been on life, so I haven't been able to speak on it. The White Six being champions, I'm kind of mixed on it. Like it's cool. It's just like I always call back to the experience that I wasn't here, but I understand the experience of what Watkins and Drop has said, that when the Bray Wyatt has became champion and lost the title, and it just felt like you're kind of killing the character. So the White Six are going to lose eventually, but the way I believe they're going to lose is in a triple threat or fatal 4-way, so they never get pinned, because them getting pinned, it just loses their star power. They are a group that are meant to succeed, and we're just trying to have them succeed. And how can you have them succeed? Give them a prop to wear. The tag titles has been good over the past couple of 6 to 8 months, consistently with the same rotation of a good 5 to 6 teams. We just added the White Six additionally to that little spin or rotation of Russian roulette over the past month, and we finally have the White Six win last week with this match itself. We have now Andrade and Rey Fenix gonna fight the White Six. My question is, my statement. No, sorry, no question. My statement. Nick Aldis, I know you're on vacation or whatever reason you couldn't be on the show tonight that you do, but whoever's listening, please, for the love of God, put this match on a fucking SummerSlam. Have the tag titles on a PLE. Because if y'all don't, because wait, Walker, is it announced on SummerSlam? Because I didn't hear it.
No, it's announced for next week on SmackDown.
That's some bullshit.
But that's why I'm hoping after next week, maybe we get something where the Street Profits get involved and we push that a little bit.
Hopefully, because this should be a PLE event because we know they will cook for SummerSlam, and it's just to have them not saying not win, but just to have them have a match next week on SmackDown is like it's only gonna be like 10, 12, 40, 50 minutes max. It's like it deserves to be more. Like we know Andrade and everything are either of them is gonna get pinned. My assumption is gonna be Andrade since he's the one that might most likely get the pin more than Rey Fenix since he's gotten less pin and Andrade is easier to put the pin on him.
Yeah, and to kind of like. I don't want to touch too much on your worries with like the Wyatt Six.
Oh yeah, that's just more down the road. That's just quick thoughts since I haven't been here a couple weeks. I just want to real quickly chime in. But I know it's only in due time. Time will tell what happens.
And I know like me and Drop last week. I think it was last week or the week before. We had talked it very extensively too about the possibility of like the Wyatts having the tag titles and like how it's kind of different than the Fiend having a title because it's more like it's more of like this is just a group of weirdos compared to Jason Voorhees holding a title.
You're right. That's a good point.
Yeah. But I'll leave that up to you guys to check out past episodes of us talking about all this because I believe that was last week when that title win.
Yes, it was.
Title win happened. So.
But going back to what else you said, involving the Street Profits in the previous before the match happened. That was interesting. I love how there was speaking their promo work by the way was always amazing. I love to see our girl B-Fab being part of that. Still hanging around with Street Profits and. I love how, like, in case there's going to be, like, a two-man and, like, woman fight, for example, if DIY versus Street Profits, it could go DIY and also Candace, versus BFAB. So at least that's something's a possibility in the future. So I hope we see them integrated. But I love the Street Profits. Their promo was nice, saying that, look, this is hypothetically, it would have been nice. But truthfully and honestly, we're upset. We're mad. It is what it is. Upset is the word, and that's the bird. So I love it that Street Profits said that, talking about their emotions and expressing it much better than the New Day fucking mourning for the past couple weeks after a title and still complaining. The Street Profits at least will continue.
They're in mourning. They're sad because the tag team division is apparently dead to rights now. Yeah. Which, I mean, it is Monday Night Raw. It kind of is over there, but,
yeah,
whatever.
But what else did you think about the segment involving the Street Profits and also having DIY coming in, saying that it was all your fault, you're supposed to watch them, and, having the Street Profits saying that upset is a word?
I mean, I think the more upsetting part is the fact that they weren't part of this Fatal 4-Way match. I was sitting there thinking, yeah, why aren't you guys involved in this match? Like, is it just you guys giving the other people an opportunity? Which, if that's the case, why are you doing that? You clods, you buffoons, Nah, the Street Profits are nice. They're nice. I'm not gonna go on a little tirade against them. But it's just weird. It's just like, why are you guys not going after the titles then? Like, but at least they do mention, yeah, we're upset we're not part of it, but we're gonna get our time, which okay, fine, cool, neat. DIY, I mean, they're just in a big old pointing the blame on people game right now. They're just looking to show, hey, this wasn't our fault. It's you guys. You guys were the ones that did this. You guys could have stopped it. We can't do anything because apparently they just can't do anything. We did hear from the Wyatts tonight, though. Mainly calling out the Street Profits too for calling them hypocrites or something. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of zoned out a little bit during this promo part. But
I did see it. I just don't recall it, honestly.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. They speak in riddles a lot, so it's because my mind doesn't really comprehend word puzzles like that, especially when it's talked to me. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait for the internet to look at that and and be like, all right, there it is, right there.
Look, I love riddles like any person that would, and it's all fun. But when you're also watching the product to like also write notes or write thoughts or know what to say for the show itself, they do coverage for. But then you have like the Riddler as a comic book villain is fucking amazing. But sometimes he even gets exhausting because they're like, yeah, those riddles, it's overdoing it. So like when Bo Dallas just kept going, and I'm like, at some point you lost me halfway of where you were going, like that's where it was. Like this is like the half. I mean, like, this is the full promo. He lost me like right here. Like okay, I'll follow. Boom, you lost me, and I just kept watching it just for entertainment. Yeah. Which again is not a bad thing. It's just okay. This is a lot. I'd rather have the internet break it down, write the thoughts, see the background, see the Easter eggs. All those little things is always fun in games.
Yeah, most of their message seemed directed towards the Street Profits, which is why I do think that if we do get a tag team title match at SummerSlam,
I hope so.
It might be a rematch with the Wyatts versus the Street Profits, which is fine. You know, just you'll have to add something different to the match to make it feel fresh.
A New York street fight
match. They could do that. They could also just make it. I mean. The other thing too, we've been having a lot of like multi-team matches to make like either number one contenders or to make just a title match itself. So I struggle being like, oh yeah, just have a triple threat tag title match. And that'd be great, right? It's like, you could do that, but
we just had
again,
that.
It's that law of diminishing returns again. Like, how often do you have to do this to before it just gets old and samey and all that? So I mean, it could be a route they go down, or Andrade and Rey Fenix just kind of lose next week, which could also happen as well. I don't have anything else.
Me either.
Other than the second half of the match. I thought was a barn burner because everyone's just going at it, especially especially Fraxiom mainly. They were the ones that were really putting in some work, and DIY constantly trying to one up people and trying to capitalize on anybody else. They were the ones making blind tags to everybody, double teaming people and all that. Andrade and Rey Fenix, you could tell that they are trying to be a better team in the WWE and trying to get that shot again. I appreciate that because it doesn't feel like they're just a forced team together. It's just we tagged a couple times, we tested the field out. Yeah, let's keep this going, which for me, I feel is a lot better way to do it. And again, I like the whole Charlotte Alexa thing because that's also kind of what I'm getting at here too. It's just it's these two singles people who are hey, let's try this out. Let's see what happens. And if we make magic, great. Let's go for the titles. And if
that's
not,
literally what happened with Fraxiom.
Fine.
Literally what happened with Fraxiom.
Exactly.
The fans and audience are the one that named Fraxiom, and NXT was like, you know what? We're gonna use Fraxiom, and that's what happened.
Yeah, they literally just looked at it and was just oh, all right, cool, that worked. Fuck it, let's have them as a team. Let's keep them as a team. Let's give them big old title run.
A comment about that, even for example, bringing it back to Soruka and Zarya as well, when Zarya by accidentally was gonna spear Alexa, spear Soruka, and then Soruka made a tweet saying that what would happen if your friend continues to doing a move on you by accident, and Fraxiom, one of the team members, Axiom, tweeted saying, hey, sometimes I've learned that it gets people closer, and then I believe Nathan Fraser said if that's the case, we should do more moves on each other by accident. Paraphrasing, by the way.
Oh,
So I know I'm in between the line. I maybe get a few words wrong, but it's just hilarious. Just to the comedy, the jokes they do around them, just from the entertainment aspect, and just to kind of break the fourth wall. Like, hey, my friend speared me. Word, I have drop kicked my friend, my team member as well. I know how you feel, but it got us closer. So all those little things are wholesome when it comes to it. But I like the group of Andrade and Fenix, and you know what also helps? It helps Andrade get bigger, and it helps Rey Fenix get more love by the audience of WWE. So to me, this is a win-win.
Yeah, and I mean that's the other thing. Rey Fenix was getting some really good pops tonight. Like his hot tag that he got. The one move I just really like is when somebody's on the corner and then he goes like onto the second rope and does like a spinning kick on them. I always like that move. I kind of pop when I see that. But yeah, again, Rey Fenix and Andrade end up winning the match. They're going to face the Wyatts next week for the titles. We'll have to see what happens afterwards and see, hopefully maybe the Street Profits make their move and challenge them to a match at SummerSlam.
Please, SummerSlam.
Did you hear me? I'll say it again. At SummerSlam.
In case you want me to spell it out for you, it's SUMMERSLAM. SummerSlam. All one word. Very much thank you for the tag titles at SummerSlam.
Put a hashtag in front of it now. Oh, man. But let's talk about how this night started, though. Because this night started off very intriguing. So we had earlier in the night, Solo Sikoa and his boys are outside, and apparently there was a car accident. Tonga Loa might have to need to wear his eye patch again. I don't know. I hope he does. He kind of looked badass with it. But yeah, Solo and his boys got in a car accident. Jacob Fatu is apparently the prime suspect, so he goes away with some police officers for some questioning and all that. And of course, out comes Solo Sikoa to the ring to be like, hey, I told y'all so. I told y'all what this man can be if he's not leashed up by me. Yeah, just a lot of the same stuff we've heard after that too, where it's like, oh, I brought him into this world.
Yep.
I gave him championships, like all that stuff.
And he said that he was out in the streets. You can't teach you can't teach a dog new tricks. Once they've been in prison, they can't stay out of trouble. And I'm like, oh, we are letting the dirty sheets out. Like, okay. A month ago, you couldn't, or not a month ago, like 3-4 months ago, like literally when I heard this promo from Solo, in my head I'm like, okay, so 2-3 months ago we couldn't really let personal shit when it came to Charlotte and Tiffany, but when it comes to Jacob Fatu, he probably said, yeah, brother, yeah, cousin, say whatever the fuck you want. My life is public. People know my shit. Say whatever. Hey, bro, it made it work. The most funny shit is that I was watching with Memory, and we were laughing at the cops because the cops are like, you are free of charge. You are open, free to go. And I'm like,
he's just like, punk ass bitches.
But Jacob was like, yeah, you punk ass bitches.
Like, yeah, punk ass.
And bro, be like, yeah, you punk ass bitch. It just walks over like, yeah,
I love how the cops were basically like, all right, go take care of your business. And it's like, oh, you guys are promoting violence against people that we don't like. Even better. Yeah, so Jacob goes out to the ring. He's not alone either. Big Jim ends up like going behind.
Bro, I was so confused because
and flanking them.
Well, Jacob Fatu, get the dab to Solo, give the dab to Jimmy, like, what's up, man? And then Jacob was talking to the cops, and then the camera turned, and I'm like, where the fuck did Jimmy go? I'm like, Jimmy
he ran. He bolted.
He bolted to go back in the arena just to go to his spot. Cause I'm like, in my head, I'm like, why is he going by himself? He's about to verse 5 dudes or 4 dudes right there in the ring. But then I'm like, Jimmy has to be somewhere because where the fuck did he go? But this man must have ran. Like once the camera turned, the producer or somebody like, go. go. And he was running in the back. I wish there's a camera or something that caught that, because that shit was hilarious. I don't know if you caught that, but because I was questioning it, because once Jacob Fatu, gave the hands and everything, I'm like, yo, Jimmy, where you at? And then he came from the back. I'm like, this man must have ran from the whole loading dock all the way out to the arena.
Oh man, he bolted. Like, he had some speed behind his legs to get out there. Jacob Fatu Jimmy does help kind of get Jacob out of some tight spots, but all in all, Jacob Fatu just destroyed the MFT. He just devoured them. Like, it was almost like he was in Blue Lock, just like devouring each of those egoists in that ring.
Oh, one of the most fire
with
things,
his demon that he plays wrestling with.
One of the most fire things is having memory for the first time experience like Jacob Fatu in his wild habitat. He even said, like, this man just did a moonsault. Like, yeah, like, there's a big man doing a moonsault. Like, yeah, trust me. There's one time I told him, like, he did 6 moves in 1 minute back to back on almost 3 different people. Like, literally went from one person to, I believe this was when he was taking out Cody, and he was taking out Cody and somebody else when it was Jacob versus Solo, and Jacob was doing the henchman stuff. And I remember when Jacob Fatu like did 6 moves back to back and everything, and we were like, what the fuck, this man is on adrenaline times 10 of energy. It was fucking insane, and I love it. But one of those shout out scenes I wanted to, one of the shout out moves I wanted to give was when Hikuleo, which chat, I'm gonna call them still Hikuleo because I don't remember all the Tongas and Lola's names. They're almost exactly the same nowadays. But Hikuleo, when he was by the barricade, and we had Jimmy and Jacob grabbing each other, by pulling each other by the end, he threw Jimmy, and I just didn't expect that. Like, Jimmy and Jacob are a great combo. Like, they are great with the chemistry. And just to see their chemistry with one another and just working with all their cousins, is like, it's an amazing time. And I love how, if anybody haven't noticed, Jacob most likely, is my assumption, is going to lose at the steel cage in SummerSlam because he's putting over a bit more with Solo. Because Solo has gotten better. Like, I'm loving current Solo more than ever. His funny, his charismatic, his atmosphere, his jokes, who he has become has been very entertaining. So just seeing that vibe of him, and I feel like Jacob is going to lose the match and put him over. I love that Adam Pearce announced the match. Like, you know what? I'm tired of you guys. Since you don't want to be in a prison cell, I'm going to put you guys in a steel cage match. It worked very well. And then at the end, who's the one that got in charge? Who's the one that was the person that's guilty? Solo himself.
Yeah, he got arrested. I love the framing of it too. It's just silly, because like a real cop would be that theatrical.
They wouldn't. They wouldn't. The
fact that the 3 cops walked out there, and you just have Solo just being like, "Yeah, get him, go get him." He's
and then they turn like, "You're the one we're actually prisoning."
Like, literally, he has his hand pointed, and then the one cop like steps forward, and he's just like, "Nah, bitch." It's just like, wait, what are you doing? It's like, oh my god, this is so great. And like you said, oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what's funny is when Memory said it himself. He's like, I really like the shot they do here of him getting arrested, and then you see the person in the back. It's like, they always do the shot. I'm like, they actually do. Like, they always have that shot where that one person is at the runway, and then the other person in the back. But with Solo, his expression like, huh? Adam Pearce, what? Yeah, Jacob. It's just like a perfect shot, just expressing what was going on. But Solo's just playing it so well. It's just really good entertainment.
Yeah. Oh, it was really good entertainment. And again, we're getting a steel cage match at SummerSlam. Yeah, for me, it's a bit early to speculate on a winner. I mean, obviously, I would love Jacob Fatu to win. But, I mean, I could see Solo squeaking out a victory somehow, especially because Jacob has been on top for the majority of everything that's been going on recently. And especially because he basically won a 1v4. Like,
Yeah.
okay, great. Like Jimmy, yeah, you kind of helped, but
You know
it was
what?
mainly Jacob Fatu.
You know what? Let's at least give credit. 1.5.
Oh yeah,
1.5. You know, give 1.5. Oh, you know, 1.8. Even you know, 1.5,
Yeah.
1.8.
And that's no disrespect towards Jimmy. It's just, I mean, it's like putting Marco with Whitebeard. It's like, yeah, Marco's great. Marco's strong. He's awesome. He's fantastic. But that's fucking Whitebeard right there.
Yo, Chad, like, you
holy
know,
shit.
just imagine Whitebeard in his prime at Marineford. This man would be like, fuck this, like, you know, fuck this drugs. I'm just gonna go pop, 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 pop. Quake fruit, call that day. Yeah, guys, you know, Blackbeard, Buggy, if you know, you know.
Nah, oh no, don't even get me started. No, don't even get me started on that. Oh boy, it has been great. It has been great in the
My
DMs
timeline,
right now.
my time has been crazy. Oh my god, I'm like, really, fuck yeah. But I'm spoiled anyway. But fuck yeah, I don't know the full context. I'm just like, fuck yeah, though, respectfully.
Nah, dude. Yeah, catch
We
up.
talk later.
Damn it.
We talk later. But overall, this MFT stuff was funny. Soto got arrested. I'm hoping we find out if he slept a night in jail, just like our boy Dominic Mysterio. I hope we get a scene of him coming out.
Mugshot.
I hope we do, man. It'll be perfect. Just please,
Wait.
just please.
Keep talking. I'm gonna see if there's one that they released.
All right, so.
Yeah.
You know, you could tell me if they released one. If not, I was gonna also get us to the transitional aspect because we already spoke about the match and the MFT
You
itself.
transition us to this next part because I don't have many things to say about this next part that I haven't said last week. So go ahead, transition us towards this next match / feud that we're gonna be getting probably at SummerSlam, but we did get a match tonight.
Yes, chat. What we talking about? If you don't know, we're talking about Damian Priest versus Carmelo Hayes, involved by Aleister Black, because that's what it was. So you know, Aleister Black made the match be discontinued because he wants to be involved. And if you guys don't know how this match happened, like I did, because you know I partially saw the clip, but also I partially forgot because I didn't see the full show of SmackDown last week. But what we did find out was Damian Priest approached, Aleister Black because Aleister Black lost his match last week to R-Truth because of a roll-up, and Aleister Black was ready to fight him, taking him behind the scenes. But then Damian Priest said, man, chill, call it a day. And then I knew that something was going to happen. Aleister Black came back, gave him a knee, and everything. They have a match. Sorry, they were gonna have a match, but Damian Priest was looking for him today on tonight's SmackDown. Damian Priest was like, "Yo, have you seen Aleister Black?" When he was passing by the backstage with Carmelo Hayes, and Carmelo Hayes was talking to somebody that I don't even recognize by any chance. Walker, did you recognize the person Walker was Carmelo was talking to?
I think it was just some random person.
Sounds like
in the
extra
back.
or probably producer or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
my assumption, it would have been nice if Carmelo Hayes was talking to Kiana James since she decided to return on main event on tonight. So it would be nice that maybe she could be involved. Maybe have her backstage at least talking to Carmelo, but no, have a random producer or random writer be on screen. Hey, good for them. Get some TV credit. But we have Damian Priest show up with Carmelo Hayes, and Carmelo Hayes is like, nah, bro, do your thing, big dog. Aleister Black will, whoop your ass. And I love how Damian Priest is like, yo, Carmelo, you talk a lot of shit, my dude. You talk so much shit, and you always choose the worst times, which I love he brought that up because Carmelo Hayes is the type of friend that literally be talking the worst shit at the worst time. Like, bro, shut the fuck up, respectfully. Like you're talking too much, and you have those type of friends, and you love those type of friends. It's just at some point you just want to tell them, shut the fuck up, respectfully.
Carmelo Hayes is literally, and this pertains to, like, I guess this is a reference to people of our age, I guess, a little bit older and all that. Carmelo Hayes is just the embodiment of that Dave Chappelle skit on his show when keeping it real goes wrong. Because, like, Carmelo Hayes tries to keep it real, which is, yeah, that's great. However, it continues to backfire on you in a lot of instances. And, yeah, we get this match between him and Damian Priest, which, you know what? for what it was a good match. I want Carmelo Hayes to just start winning. Like, I want him to actually kind of have something to back up his claims of being him, because like him.
Oh, he's not him no more. There's no him on the main roster. That him is thrown out the window.
The Conquerors hockey has left and stayed in NXT.
It has stayed dormant. It's literally stayed dormant.
Yeah, like I don't know what's going on with all that, but I don't know. I just want him to win a little bit more. At least, like that's the thing. They put him in like these high profile matches with like Damian Priest or like Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton.
My hope with this little feud that's going to be like a triple threat, like we're assuming maybe for SummerSlam, Carmelo Hayes wins.
Triple threat?
No, maybe assumption of either Damian Priest versus Aleister Black at SummerSlam. That'll be one, or the two option is Carmelo Hayes, Damian Priest, and Aleister Black. All three are being involved in the triple threat, and that's my hope of Carmelo Hayes finally taking the W. But also, quick side thing. I'm not sure if we have said it on our show. If we have, congrats to his new engagement, fiance with Kalani Jordan. So congrats on that. I'm not sure if we have said it since it has happened on July 1st. I truly have forgotten if we have or not. But since we're bringing up his name, congrats either way, my G.
Yeah. Yeah, if we didn't say it beforehand, we just said it there. So there you go, buddy.
But
congratulations on your
and we share almost dates of anniversary.
Still time.
My anniversary is on the 3rd, and his engagement is on the 1st. So, almost right there. Congrats on that, QSL.
There's still time.
Other than that,
I mean,
we have Aleister Black interrupting the match. I love how Aleister Black just stares at him. Like, while he's on the top rope, they just look at each other like, fuck, you about to fuck me up, aren't you? Aleister Black, yeah, I'm gonna fuck you up. And it just drops and kicks him and like, oh, the nuts.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, the nuts.
Yeah. I mean, at least this match did end in DQ. I will say that, with like the whole idea of Carmelo Hayes winning and all that. And I do like how commentary did mention, they're like, Carmelo and Aleister have been having back and forths recently, but Carmelo's not going to get in his way right now because Aleister Black is mainly focused on Damian Priest. And I think that's, like, even with commentary adding a little bit of that with, like, Carmelo Hayes' history, like his recent history with Aleister Black, I still think we're gonna be going down the route of a singles match. Like, unless they add some sort of number one contendership to it, I don't see this becoming a triple threat for SummerSlam. But I mean, I don't mind being proven wrong. You just gotta prove me wrong, SmackDown. That's all you have to do, But yeah, again, like, the match was good. Like, Carmelo was showing that he can stand with the main eventers, with those former world champions, like those people that have big names. He can stand up with them. But it's like, yeah, that's great, we're getting a match like that, but we were having those kind of matches when he first got on the main roster. Like, it's time for him to, like, start winning a title or something. I mean, I don't know what his partnership with The Miz is looking like anymore, because, The Miz has been gone. I think he's probably videotaping or taping some sort of show right now.
Yeah, because I believe The Miz has been doing I believe if anybody didn't see the most recent thing he did, he was playing some golf or something with a NBA superstar, and then the NBA superstar do like a drop kick on him, and The Miz like knock out, something like that. No, not drop kick, it was a super kick. And that's about it. Like, so The Miz is doing some stuff just like John Cena. Probably they're doing a movie together. Maybe we got the next Marine. Yo, imagine.
I'm good off any Marine movies. Good off those, I don't want to say horrible, but just those mediocre at best movies. Those 8 out of 10 mids. And if you don't know what I meant, if I'm referencing there, again, go watch our Superman review when it was me, Vash, and our good friend Crash on there giving his great analysis of a movie. Changing his score, mind you, too. He changed his score, like, at the end.
But still close in mid, chat. Still close in mid, which is crazy.
Yeah, but at least Joda was there to to talk some good sense. and
Yes,
all that.
he
So
did.
check that out, at least for him. But yeah, again, like back to this match, it was good. It was fine. Could have been more if Carmelo won.
Yeah, mid as fuck. 8 out of 10.
Mid is, yeah. Memory. If you didn't watch that episode yet, highly recommend for not only the guests that we had, but
yeah, that's true.
episode.
That's true. If you don't want to be
fun episode,
that's
we
true.
did.
If you don't want to be spoiled of the Superman review, just watch the first 30 minutes because the first 30 minutes is a great conversation. We're talking about Dragon Ball.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about Dragon Ball 4-star edition. So it's a great conversation. I highly suggest anybody to watch that when it comes to conversation. The last hour and a half or 2 hours of the show is Superman, but things I've been trying to get Memory to watch Superman the movie, but he's not really a movie guy. It's not.
It's fine.
He's more.
Some people are, some people aren't.
Exactly. You know, he's more of a TV show and anime, which is totally fine. You know, hey, we got him into Invincible. I think he hasn't watched season 2 or 3 yet, but you know, we're getting him to venture out in the comic side.
I mean, if anything, like once it comes out, like streaming wise, watch it there.
Oh, definitely. I will make a watch party for that movie again. But before we continue on with more side conversation involving the show called Weebs of the Ring, you know, if you guys want to hear more side conversation like this, go check out Anime Podcast every Mondays at 10 a.m. EST on the Anima Weed 3 Studio main account. But we're here for the Quickfire segment itself. What are we here to talk about?
Yeah, we got a few quick fire segments because again, like not much to say with the Damian Aleister Black feud going on because again, Aleister Black came out, caused the DQ hit Damian Priest with the black mass, and we'll probably get that match at SummerSlam. But a couple quick fire segments we had here. Video package for Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill, kind of talking about how they both were on the main roster together. They were both, you know, kind of showing out a little bit, but it's time to kind of put the nail in the coffin. Who's better, Tiffany or Jade? Both have an argument to be made, and they both have very different styles in the ring too, but I'm kind of hoping for a little bit more. Hopefully next week, maybe they're both actually in person, but we'll see with that. And of course, Stephanie Vaquer, she had a match night against Alba Fyre, kind of a follow-up from Monday's little stunt when Nikki Bella had to face off against Chelsea Green, and Stephanie Vaquer came out for the save after all that. Just pushing that more along the lines, and hopefully Stephanie Vaquer has at least something at SummerSlam, even if it's against like the Secret Service and Chelsea Green. At least it's something to get her on the card. But anything with these quickfire segments we had?
The only thing to say about the quickfire segment when it comes to Tiffany and Jade segment, honestly, Chad, I don't know if it's gonna be controversial or more like what. I didn't give a fuck about this segment. It did not hit for me.
Yeah.
It didn't hit for me.
Yeah.
It was like the only professional opinion I could say. The editing was beautiful. The transitions of saying what they were saying. It was like I'm the one on top, and then the transition to Jade, and then like their wording, the writing, in the producing of that was very well. So in the professional side, great editing and producing stuff when it comes to the wording and everything being transitional in the aspect. When it comes to the story aspect, it didn't do nothing to me to really get me hype or careful though. Not saying that I didn't. It was just something that didn't affect for me like, oh wow, who's on top, who's actually better. And I'm like, I just want to see the match, and I'd rather see something in person where there is like shots fired or hair being pulled, or be like somebody push somebody down, and then, you know, somebody looks on top and holds the belt like, nah bitch, I'll be on top next week's type of outfit or type of the type of promo I was going for. But like, still cool promo, but as somebody who watched it live on the air and everything, it just didn't do nothing for me. Maybe if I rewatch it, or maybe I don't know, like as you said, Watkins, it didn't do much for you either. So I know we're on the same page, on the same boat. I know for Drop, I know I can't speak too much for him overall for this segment, but I know that he said during the call that this did not do much for him either. So I know like we're all on the same page. So chat, please let us know what did this do something for you? Did we miss something that maybe the wording or something, or talk to us? Maybe the actual editing is what took it out. Maybe if it wasn't half and half or balanced, maybe that's what hurt him. Who knows? But Stephanie Vaquer, love it. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Oh, and Alba Fyre,
I mean,
you can't sell you can't sell the hands flailing like
Oh,
in the
yeah.
case of death. Like you did it like 3 times, and after that you just kept like doing like I'm trying. I'm like, girl, you suck at it. Like
Yeah.
just no.
Yeah, other than her taking the devil's kiss, she did look pretty good against Stephanie Vaquer.
Oh, she did, yeah.
It's still Stephanie Vaquer.
Yeah.
She's really good. I'm glad you mentioned something with the editing for
appreciate-
that video package
It's
too.
me.
And I can't believe I forgot to mention this
Talk to me.
during the contract signing, because we got the side by side with Cody and John.
Thank you. Oh
That
shit.
was good.
I didn't.
Like, that was a really good shot.
Yo, you know the funny shit? I thought my screen was broken. I
Yeah.
was confused. I was like, because right now on my monitor, like on my actual monitor chat, because I have like 3 that are all connected on my monitor, I have 2 things split. I have the document where I'm running notes, the time code, stuff like that. But then on my left is other sources of, you know, cage match and everything, just to know the extra details of data analytics that the type of person I am. But when it comes to the actual show, when they did John Cena Cody, I was like, I don't remember the last time they did this, since, you know, whoever do something cool is there for 3 months and then it goes away. The thing, like for example, me and Watkins loves the drone shot when they have Braun Breaker go around.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen that shit like since before WrestleMania.
Yeah, I miss my overhead spear.
Yeah.
But like, it's shots like these that like revitalize your product. It makes it feel fresh, and it makes us feel
cinema
engaged in it too. Whoa, yeah, it's that cinema, as they would say. You know.
Every time I say the word cinema, I think of Roman of saying that line like,
Yep, same here.
what is it the kids say these days? Cinema. I just remember how he said that. He knows how to be a meme and everything. But Chad, just like we also, you know, like the company of, you know, WWE likes to promote about their own show, we'll also want to promote our show, Weebs of the Ring, also coming out next week, Monday. Also talking about Roman Reigns is coming back this Monday and will be making an appearance, because it seems like whenever Roman Reigns comes to an actual show of his job, they always mark it. It's like, Roman Reigns returns. I'm like, bitch, he works here. Why you acting like he don't show up? Oh wait, he doesn't. But still, he works here. But it's always funny in the marketing though.
Oh yeah, that it is. Yeah. So Vash hit a few plugs right there for us next week, because yeah, we basically hit our final thoughts and outro. Yeah. I thought SmackDown was fine this week. Again, I'm loving the 2 hours again. 3 hours can feel very bogged down. I do wish it was 2.5 hours. I will continue to die on that hill, saying that I think that is the perfect amount of time for a weekly wrestling show.
We have known
'cause
they choose not
see it
to.
with Raw.
They choose not to.
I know.
They choose not to, and it hurts. It hurts the product. And I'm like, yo, Triple H, I was telling the call with Drop and Memory and everything is that Triple H hurting the product where it could be more, and I get it. Ads, sponsorship, name branding, all these things is what helps pay the bills, the superstars, the medical bills, or the contracts, or the business people, the TK people, everything else. But y'all need to understand, if you want us to stay here long, 2 things y'all need to do. Stop making the seats so expensive in Madison Square Garden, in the Barclays Center, for fucking nosebleed seats being $125 minimum. On a SummerSlam weekend, I get it, but I would like to go to Raw. But how the fuck can I go with 120? Me and my wife, that's like $300, $400, $500 probably max. It's like, bro, in this economy, it's like, bro, that's a whole arm. So that's my one thing. And 2, stop doing with the commercials and ads when you at least give the US people picture to picture. You're still showing the ad. You don't gotta show on big screen. There's no way the contract on these ads and commercials literally says you gotta show on big screen, no picture to picture. Like, that's insane if it does. But those are my 2 complaints.
Yeah.
Other plugs is, as always, follow us on social media. We appreciate you guys listening, enjoying our show. It's a bit short, but as always, if you guys want us to have longer shows, it's great for you guys to be here on stream ask us questions about the show, or once we're about to wrap up, and if we're still under the 2-hour mark, we will have a Q&A where you guys could talk to us and talk to us about the show, any predictions. Just always be aware about that. We'd love to give back to the fans and community like you guys always help us. Continue liking the stream and commenting your thoughts about the show itself and our show of our coverage.
Yeah, and I mean that's just the thing. Like right now, there's not too much to really digest that we're getting into because again, we're just starting the build for SummerSlam. Even though we've got like most of the card already made up, we're still like in the beginning stages of the build, which kind of sucks to say because again, we're 2 weeks away from the show, but you know that's WWE's problem. That's not our problem. So you just gotta make compelling TV for us to really sink our teeth into. Because like I mean, we've had conversations, but I don't think we've really had anything to really deep dive since Mania. And even then, it was, I mean, their build was just meh. Like again, that's what you would call mid as fuck. That's what you would call that.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a whole other conversation for a whole other day. Again, I thought SmackDown was fine. It was a good show. I thought I had fun with it. My boy Jacob Fatu just destroying everybody. Just love seeing all that. Just again the hockey. Just the man literally got a freaking what was it? What did I just click on? Oh, that was just my title belt. The man literally grabbed a water bottle.
Literally,
took his braid bun off, poured the water bottle on himself.
Then threw the bottle out in the middle of the entrance. He said, "Alright, cool. Wet myself. Put it to the side. Walk out." And I'm like, he's like, "Alright." But the funniest shit as well, Watkins, is that with this man, I believe when he did a suicide bomb to Hikuleo and took him out to the announce table. This man be extra.
Like, well, that's why he needed the water, because to get that effect of like doing all that shit.
Literally, the 2-person combo that he reminds me of is Odin from One Piece and the Tasmanian Devil from the Looney Tunes. Literally 2 characters in one.
Mm-hmm. See, yeah, definitely the Tasmanian Devil. Now, he used to be my Odin, but that went to Braun Breaker because of reasons during the Royal Rumble. I mean, he scarred Kaido. He scarred Kaido in the Royal Rumble. I will never forget that spear that Braun Breaker gave to Roman. And guess what? He's going to do it again at SummerSlam. I can't wait for it. It's going to be great. He's going to be like... Well, he's not gonna do a stupid dance in his underwear, but he's gonna kill Kaido. You know.
So who's your One Piece character?
BKR.
So
Braun kills Roman.
So who is your Jacob Fatu from One Piece now, since he's not Oda no more?
Oh my God, it's really he. I mean, he might be Zebek. He might be Zebek.
Okay.
The way he's way he's being portrayed now.
Chat, I think we gotta wrap this show up. We're gonna get too much on the side tangent. We're gonna get too much on the side tangent, chat. We're gonna get too much into One Piece now.
He's Zebek.
This man been waiting to say that name. Marcus, let's end the show.
I swear, if he has no, you know what? It was in the last chapter. He is gonna come out with a zay ha ha, isn't he? Is that gonna be somebody's laugh? It's gonna be somebody's laugh. That chapter came out. It's your own damn fault for being spoiled. It's on freaking Shonen Jump. It's free right now because they're still doing the last 3 chapters are free. You can read it every week if you want to read the official release, or be pirates. Reading it beforehand, depending on you. I don't care. The FBI's not going to come after me. I read the official release, even though I see the spoilers on Twitter. But that's besides the point. It's not One Piece time. That's at another time of day, another time of life, another time of year. One Piece will be discussed, but we're here for the wrestling, we're here for the grabs, and we're here to end our show. So thank you guys for taking time out of your day for listening to the Weebs of the Ring podcast. If you enjoyed what we had to say, why not do, Vash had mentioned, we had a ton of social media accounts. We got all those links in the description for you down below. All of them you can click on. You got at Weebs of the Ring, you got at Animal We Studio, you got at Legend D Vash, you got at Watkins MW, you got at Drop This Box. He is going to be at Kineticon tomorrow. So if you see him, be sure to say hi, take a picture with him, be like, hey, we like you on the Weebs of the Ring or on your solo channel and all that. Like, we like what you do and all that. So go say hi to him if you see him. If not, say hi to him anyways. So he's getting some rest before all that. But yeah, make sure to say something to him and all that, and to us too. You know, we would love to talk to you guys. And the best way to do that, if you're at least not going to follow us on social media, at least use the hashtag Weebs of the Ring. That's a great way for us to see, well, the conversation's going, what people are talking about, how things are just moving along quite nicely. And it's also a great way to give us some feedback, because hey, we're nothing without you guys tuning into the show, and we're going to be constantly looking at ways to continue to improve our game on this channel, doing this content. Weebs of the Ring is presented by Animal We Studio. Thanks, of course, to our production team for all of their hard work for making this show very much possible every single week. Thank you once again for joining us. And remember, as always, no stunt grenades were harmed in the recording of this podcast. Have a good night, have a good weekend, have a good life, and we will see you guys on Monday for Monday Night Raw.
Go eat some cheese on pancakes, Chad. We see you.
No, don't listen to him. Don't do it. Don't do it.